So Psycho, there you can see at the bottom, is his conquest with a shield phase that we're in. That's what that divine shield thing means there, is they protected it from being banned. So then from there, you ban one of each of the opposing classes. You play your best of 3 in conquest of that. So when you win with the deck, it's out. And as you can see, Warrior banned away from Psycho in this one, and that's going to be Paladin banned away from Boar Control, with Priest protected on both sides. So Priest Protect has taken over the world
Completely
at this point. You are correct about the nuclear metaphor that you have. It's slowly taking over. But that leaves Shaman and Warrior as the differentials here, with Boar Control kind of having that lineup that, one of the key decks being left out has changed the dynamic of every single matchup that we've been seeing so far, whether it's the Warrior that's been omit, like in Tice's lineup, or in Orange's lineup, or here with Boar Control in omitting the Shaman from his altogether. I've liked all of the alternatives that I've seen when players have deviated from just bringing the strongest decks.
Yeah, it's definitely added an extra dynamic. I think this Holy Wrath Paladin has ended up being a pretty strong kicker in terms of a 4th deck, really changing the matchups, changing the way things have to be banned, changing people thinking about their protect options as well. But still, it's had its question marks in terms of playstyle and execution from the players who had it. I think Boar Control is potentially very comfortable with the deck, and that's why we see it get banned out from the other side, from Psycho, leaving with Boar Control with these 3 decks that you see remaining on the screen right now.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight the Weapons Project and the Whirlwind that are in Boar Control's deck. The Whirlwind I find really interesting because there are 2 things that are happening here. Number 1, he's doing something I absolutely love with his Warrior deck. 2 Plague of Wrath. Card is so monstrously powerful. We've seen it happen again and again. Why is it taking this long? 2 of them, I love that. He's also got the Double Weapons Project with the Harrison Jones. And I think the Weapons Project actually has a lot of synergy with that style of effect as well. Because if one of your goals is to enable Plague of Wrath as many times as you can, having a second Weapons Project so that you just have something to swing at something occasionally is a big deal.
Something else that's a big deal in this matchup is Evil Totem on turn 2, because it's normally incredibly difficult to contest. And Boar Control now has a decision point to make about how important this totem is to bite the dust versus how important that Weapons Project Harrison Jones combination is later in the game.
Smells like Shield Slam to me, which is, you saw Boar mouse it over it. It's his first instinct.
What now?
I've honestly never really seen Boar Control play a lot of Control Warrior outside of tournament play.
It's not a very Boar style of deck, I will say that. He even says this in his interviews that we show sometimes, that he likes decks that get on board and have these tempo swing turns. That's what he's all about. So new Control Warrior has swung a little bit towards Boar Control's way of thinking with some of the bigger minions that it has, but generally Control Warrior not a Boar Control staple.
Yeah, and, I would say early on that I had some, I would say minor critiques at best about his Control Warrior play, but, just over even a couple matches, just a few weeks of his play, I feel like he has just done such a fantastic job of understanding how this deck operates and why it operates. Like, I'm calling it right now, Boar Control's build of Control Warrior is the future of Control Warrior.
Wow. Strong words.
2 Plague of Wrath.
I don't know.
Card is insane.
I don't know about 2 Plague of Wrath. Not sold. It's extremely powerful when it works, when you get it lined up with that Kaboom hero power. Outside of that, it can be sat in hand very, very dead in a lot of spots.
I didn't even think about the counter argument of Viper's Deathwing. They're both filling a similar role, though.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, just an extra board clear. Yeah.
Decks have just gotten so powerful that that's what it's come to. You need extra board clear.
Right.
2 Warpath, 2 Brawl, not enough. It's a tough matchup, though. And if there's someone I know that has played lackeys to perfection, it's been Psycho. I think these styles of games are his comfort zone.
We must stand together, united for Dalaran.
Really dramatic for just a 2-2.
I know. I was just kind of I was going to start talking. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let this fanfare rock. I'm feeling it right now.
Khadgar has joined us at the end from the end of last game. He's like, dramatic entries everywhere.
Yeah.
I wonder. There is little time.
I was really wondering if he was going to bog slosh with the stealth.
Why?
Did 2-5.
Okay.
It's kind of that weird, awkward point. I think it's too tempting with the Khadgar play. Just force Boar to deal with stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the Khadgar is always biting the dust this turn. Especially after you send out the signifier by sloshing back the lackey.
What now?
It's been one of the big things that's really missing for Psycho in this is a way to have your battle cries, triple up at times. That's one of the big benefits of Bog Slosher and Youthful Brewmaster and Quest Shaman is being able to triple up on a battle cry. It's like when you return an Evil Cable Rat or a card draw effect, you just get so much out of a pair of cards. Perfect for a matchup like this.
I must choose.
Your magic shall not save you.
Boar clearly not happy with his position.
I'm trying to think of a Boar face where he's ever been happy with his position. He's like, I'm not decimating my opponent and ending the game. This is such an inferior play to what I expect. I love how animated he is.
Yeah, it's great.
What to do?
Hey, a free Sandstorm Elemental.
No battle cry.
Nope.
I feel like Psycho's having to fight all of his instincts and blow up thing, go face.
I think he just is going to blow up the thing and go face.
Yeah. He doesn't have the generation to really do much else.
No.
I think his game plan right now is pretty straightforward. Force utility out of 4. Try to buy some time and hope you find generation.
Yeah, no lackey draws. No lackey generators and no card draw really so far for Psycho. I mean, he's just running a little bit dry. So I think they're in response to that, just trying to represent some pressure. Kind of makes some sense. But he is generating a board right into like coin triple warpath.
Brawl, Plague of Wrath, take your pick.
I picked the warpath.
I picked the Brawl.
Really?
The exact reasoning is that sometimes a 0-3 lives. Also, just doesn't make me use my coin.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree the coin is important. Like, there are 2 Mordens and other such cards in Boar Control's future, which might be important with that coin.
The sky dark.
Oh, no.
Your tale will end.
No. That's the wrong card.
Board doesn't really have a huge amount of leverage against it, though.
I'm thinking a 5-4 that draws a card. By the way, still has 6 mana.
Sure.
No, that's draw. I'm so upset. If he just would have shield blocked first, everything would have been fine.
Wait, what? What happened?
If he shield blocks first, he draws the weapons project, and then he gets to weapons project, coin Harrison,
Oh, I
and draw
see.
3
Right.
cards.
Sorry, I thought you were suggesting something that he actually should have done.
No, it's just,
Yeah.
why is everything lining up this way?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
What now?
And I don't want to give my opponent free mana, so I really want to shield slam.
Yeah, it's getting shield slams.
Boar's weighing the possibility of perhaps there's something there that's not valuable. Only 2 cards.
I must choose.
I do not want to give them the thing.
Takes the full ball clip. Harrison puts one weapon in the museum, then the next one appears. You know, I actually curate a museum myself, Apple.
What do you specialize
It's
with?
called the Sottle Historic Institute of Technology. It's very important you use the full name. We decided not to go with the acronym.
Sottle Historical Institute of Technology. just feel like I'm being lied to
Until
about that.
dislocate. Of course, it's the right way.
Like, I don't know, just something smells funny.
Yeah.
To clarify, spirits beyond that control the draws when casters say cards. I did not say restless mummy. I said something smells funny. Very different.
Yeah, I can understand the confusion though. It does sound very similar.
Tomb can hold me.
This is I'm getting close to the stranglehold on the game.
Tomb can hold me.
Sure is, and it's a huge win in the context of the series because it's a big unfavorable for the Control Warrior that you're getting over the line in. Psycho right now is sat with a Shudderwalk in hand that doesn't even give him a full hand refill as it stands at the moment.
Does it do anything? It faceless lackeys, it youthful brewmasters, it bog sloshers, it mind control techs, and it life drinkers.
So, while the literal answer is yes, it does some things, no, it doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's honestly kind of insane how underwhelming.
I think
The
this is
Shudderwalk is.
about the worst possible draw you can have as Shaman against Warrior. Like, it's in that neighborhood.
He drew the questing explorer literally right after he completed his quest.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep the punishment coming. We haven't had enough today yet.
Goodness gracious, this is ridiculous.
It just doesn't do anything.
I seriously don't think you can play it.
It just doesn't do anything. How is your turn 9 mana pass and not Shudderwalk? Like, how is that the world we live in?
Well, allow me to read you the battle cries again.
No, I understand.
Faceless lackey.
I understand. It was for dramatic effect.
What 10 drop could you even get? Like, let's just say you evolved.
Uh-huh.
What's the 10 cost minion? Colossus of the Moon. Ah, all right, we found it. There you go. Colossus of the Moon. He got the bat again.
It's Dragon.
Oh, no, it's even
It's
worse.
Dragonhook. It's Dragonhook.
That one literally does nothing.
Yeah, Bat at least has some sort of effect in the matchup in some situations.
To the moon.
Portaling's too small.
The opposite direction.
This whole board dies to Dynomatic plus Weapon if board control's feeling brave. Kind of feel like, why wouldn't you at this point?
I kind of feel like, why wouldn't I play Garath?
I think it's easier for Psycho to build big boards from this point than it is to deal a ton of damage. The life drinkers have gone and so is the Shudderwalk. How does he deal damage?
It's kind of why I wanted the extra life.
Huh?
How's he going to deal the rest of the damage if I don't give him the opportunity?
Wait, what?
Life is a powerful resource. You're only up to 30 after the blast shield.
Sure.
Like, normally at this point when you're blast shielding and clearing boards, you're up way beyond this point. At 30, like, where on earth does Psycho find that much damage?
Yeah, alright.
Like, you still got 2 Warpaths, Dynomatic, Dr. Boom online?
Fair enough.
You got a second Plague of Wrath in the deck somewhere.
What to do?
I'm used to holding on to that card for dear life because I've had one of them a lot.
Time for a little blood.
I guess it's just smoother. He gets to fit in the hero power this way anyway, and he's preserving a warpath by doing it that way as well, which needs to be played. Yeah, alright, sure. I'm convinced. It helps that the Dynomatic immediately gets enormous value in the turn right after. Also, by the way, Psycho drew Mogu Flesh Shape at the turn after he used his mutate. You just want to keep the hits on rolling.
Right. Generate lackeys. Nope. I was thinking generate lackey into Witchy lackey into Octosari. That was my plan.
It was a good plan.
What to do?
Control kind of flagging on resources as well. Kind of for good reason. His deck does omit both copies of Omega Assembly, so that is not a possible draw to refill his hand. You're playing Spellbreaker, double Weapons Project, double Plague of Wrath. Gotta make room for stuff somehow.
I like how it's built.
This would be a good time for a master plan.
I'm not a fan of Zero Assemblies myself.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it, but kind of the way I look at it is that it's like control warrior decks have so much stuff about it, right? Like I feel like I want to do enough. Like what's the control warrior deck that just does enough? That's what I've been in pursuit of.
Sure.
A spot like this just feels weird. Like I don't want a warpath, I just played my thing.
Yeah,
would be a
the
good
mummy being
time
in
for a
play from
master
last turn does
plan.
kind of cost, but it's only really this Giggling Inventor that would make a board in one card that Boar would be interested in warpathing.
Yeah, it's like
I guess the one former champ as well, he would be thinking about 5-pathing this turn, but then having the Restless Mummy in play is good against that anyway. So it is literally just this Giggling Inventor that makes that Restless Mummy look a little bit stupid. He's just played it and blown it up with his own card.
yeah. Had some good points though. I just wanted to start delivering pressure.
Yeah. What is happening? Why are we being tortured?
Why are we being to a poor psycho?
I mean, we as Hearthstone players.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Collective we.
Yes. The royal we.
I have just never seen so many passes with this deck. Like, this is the
Yeah.
least amount of resources I've like ever seen with this deck.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Just a very strange game. Please don't do it.
Double 1-1 all day, every day.
Mental dislocator.
All right.
All right, it didn't do either of the things I didn't want it to do, which was take 2/1/1s or take both 2 Mordens.
Yeah.
Although both 2 Mordens are probably necessary if Psycho's gonna win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm holding out hope because Quest Shaman is a deck that can just explode out of nowhere off one Novice Engineer, as we've been talking about before. But it's going to need to pop off really hard if it's going to be able to swing back in one turn. Worth noting, there is no Elysiana in Boar Control's deck. So he does actually have to win the game. That's a big difference. A very big difference.
I just realized that. Honestly, I think it's kind of smart. It's like, it's there almost specifically for Control Warrior mirror matchups. That's probably